Hello, I'm Stan Boney.
I'm Lindsay Watson. The trustees of Howland and Vienna joined together in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight, then formally opposed a request from two property owners to annex their land to Niles.
This after person spoke against the annexation, one going as far as to say he'll pay more for electric before he becomes part of Niles. Jointly fighting annexation is our top story tonight. 65 people attended a meeting in Howland where maps showed in red the 33 acres in Howland and Vienna townships that two property owners along Niles-Vienna Road want annexed into Niles. In a rarity, the Howland and Vienna Township trustees met at the same time. Vienna trustee Phil Pegg addressed Niles directly.
They pick and choose what they want to service and what they want to take over. And it's got to stop. And I believe it's going to stop here.
And the city apparently does not care.
Howland trustee Matthew Van Such said allowing the annexation will lead to others, since Niles has already passed a law ordering anyone who receives a utility from Niles to be annexed into Niles.
They want to steal the areas that are prosperous instead of redeveloping their own. We think that's wrong, and it's not the way to develop.
What gives anybody the right to take from us?
Howland resident Tim McElhaney was among those who spoke against the annexation, as did Trumbull County Sheriff Paul Monroe, who lives in Howland. The Trumbull County Commissioners have the final say on approving the annexation.
Is there something we can do as a group to put pressure on the commissioners to put an end to this?
The electric's out, the water's out. I'm sitting in a dark house in January.
Howland's Nancy Gatta gets her water and electric from Niles, for which she pays more than people living in Niles.
So I don't see where there's an advantage for me if they take over, and shouldn't we have a right to say if we want to go or don't want to go?
Forget it, I'll pay the higher rates. I want to stay in Howland. Give me Ohio Edison. You know, damn the torpedoes, full steam ahead.
My wife and I do a lot of shopping in Niles, but we don't have to.
Much of the property to be annexed is owned by Niles policeman Jim Valleco, who's also a part-time developer. At tonight's meeting, they said they hadn't talked with Valleco, but he talked with me, saying he has no immediate plans for the property, and even if he did, they would not be detrimental to the people living there. Valleco says he wants the annexation for the cheaper utilities and less property tax.